Alrighty. Had ourselves a good stretch. We're gonna get to work. Oh, what's Happy posting? Yeah. Let's get user management set up. So have didn't mean to do that already. Okay, devil, fallen. And raised. Okay. You should be sleeping? No. Sleep is for the weak. Plus, I was tired as fuck and I went to bed last night at like a decent hour. Also, hello, Matt. How are you? Okay. So we need... Actually, let's go ahead and knock out the PCs real quick. Devil? About to start work here shortly? Ugh, gross. You gotta actually go to work, or like you working from home? Colin. Work from home? Hell yeah, brother. Hype, you dodging people on Discord again? He's terrible about that shit. I'll send him something and like 2 days later I gotta pop into his stream and be like, check your Discord. Because he just fucking mutes everything. I was gonna add him on Steam after our game. Oh. 1 sec raid. Yeah, I saw the message. Oh. Send you the friend code after this. Look at that. Look at my friends making friends. What a bunch of guys. Yeah, Hype is currently playing Tarkov, so I'm guessing he's in raid right now. You shouldn't have to wait more than like 2-3 minutes before he gets bodied by a scav, though. Okay. Is it right? Graves and Happy, Fallen and Devil, and then the Munchkin. Yeah, that's 5. Okay. I've been playing Expedition 33, pretty cool so far. Bro, I wish that I was more into that game, like, unironically. Because the world building and the story seems really good, but I just don't like turn-based games. So I gotta re-download it and give it another shot. Because like so many of like the videos and the shorts and stuff that I've seen, it seems like so much fun. In theory. All right, what should we name our guild master? What race? Man, that is... Ooh, fuck. Other gen... horns. Shit. Why is there so many fucking options here? Jujutsu Kaisen. One for Dungeons and Dragons names generator. Here we go. Okay. If Elven Daith Fireshaft? Why does that just sound like they got named after an STD? Girthu Oakenwood. Why are these both penis references? I think I was gonna make him a Minotaur. Because they're awesome names. They are very good names, to be fair. I can't like shit on you. No, his eyes don't matter, eyes don't matter. Ears are good. Metal's good. Horns. Oh, we can tip the horns. Yeah, let's keep it capped. Form letting's fine. Give our boy a hammer. I use those in my Total War Warhammer 3 playthrough. Fuck yeah. Would you just like make custom names for your people? There we go. Okay. What frame are we looking at here? You can rename any general and city. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Peaceful Village Church is just a bunch of fucking rocks? Sure. Whatever, G. Okay. So, our Minotaur. Download him as object event? What? Bruh. Oh, son of a bitch. Newfin Gore Spatter. Loki, that's fucking kind of fire. Okay. Ears, these horns. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. All right, so I think for a Warhammer callback, Guildhall, create. Isn't there a thing? Yeah, there we go. Holy crow. Holy crow. Okay, so then we have our guild master. Oh, why is there a background image on it? What are we doing here? Get rid of that crap. Get rid of that crap. Oh. Okay. How do we add a layer? I mean, if you want to watch, you can. New density. All that. No, it's all the same shit. Shut up. Why? Weird, it just broke once. And then let's see here. Should be. Why does this keep getting added? No. In partial traits. Other settings. No. Where's this fucking. Where's his size control? Species. Details, advanced description. Humanoid. Movement senses. Let's do this. Go to Minotaur. Yes, YouTube order. Sure. Okay. And then here we go. Medium to large. Is the actual token? Appearance. There we go. We changed this again. Yeah. Ominous Calabar is a big boy. They call him Thickle Juice. Okay. Got him. Now let's make. What'd you say? Receptionist. Daith. Fire shaft. All right. Now. Service. Time. Hmm. Okay. Um, yeah, I'll have to figure something out. Um, now, what kind of elf is this? What kind of elf should our receptionist be? Oh, Tomekeeper. That works. The little hat. Much more. Bunch of scrolls. So much more. Hmm. Perfect. Ooh, cool. Hello, devil. Do you know what you're going to make for your character besides being a bard? Also, good morning. Live for so much more. Ourselves. For so much more. Boom. Boom. Trash, trash, trash. Copy. Trash. Apply. Boom. Guild receptionist. Done. And I'll put her in here, and we'll call this the guild receptionist quarters. Yeah, that'll be fine. The stream picked a Yuan T Bard. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yuan T. Snack. Spoopy snack. Okay. So what flavor of spoopy snack are you thinking? We got serpent folk. We got sailory serpent folk. And we got adorable snack. Uno, dos, tres. How many total players? We've got 5 right now. All right. So our starting point, we've got the veiled snack with a snack. Explorer looks like a ferret and I can't unsee it. Understandable. We have like poisoner serpent folk. We've got dagger cobra lady. Did I get booted? Oh, lame. What do you mean did you get booted? And then we've got the sneaky seductress that says, come fill up my cloaca. I was going to play in this game? You were going to play in the campaign that I'm putting on? Thought that was talked about the other night. Oh, I didn't know you were joining. No one told the guy that was putting it on. Said you'd be down to DM unless this is a different one. Yes? The one I accidentally added you was Nyx. Yeah. Yeah, you think you're thinking about Graves. I was gonna say, if Rachel joins, then I'm at 6 people, so I'm kind of at capacity. But if Rachel doesn't want to jump in, I'd be happy to have you. I just don't want to go over 6 people because it starts to get messy. Yeah, I like Matt. I'd like to see him jump in. I just don't want to get too many people in because then it gets scuffed and action economy gets all fucked up. Last one gives feel a bard. You think this one's bardy? Okay. What colors are we thinking, Devil? It's cool. I'm just busting your balls. If she doesn't play, I'll jump in. If not, no biggie. Oh yeah, no, I didn't think you were like sweating over it. Ugh. Let's see. You know what? Let's fucking. It's spicy. Randomize. Randomize. Rachel said she couldn't commit to this one. Gotcha. I play on these all the time with Happy and Nick. Gotcha. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's try and make what we think Devil would want. I think this is how I met Nick. Ooh. And then let's go dark red. Let's make the light white. We'll keep the mask red. Make the clothing black. Not as players? Oh. Make the trim like a deep purple. Metal stays there, leather stays there. Keep the nails red. Well, that was the one with the other map, but that one sucked. That doesn't count. Oh, the green snake. Snake eyes. Okay. Eyes. I think the eyes we go a yellowish. Old jaundiced. Okay. Keep this. I think the scales being that red kind of cooks it. It looks less fucked, like that. Okay. And then hair. What color would Devil want the hair to be? Like dark red into brown, pinkish. Yeah, pink into black. There we go. Oh, I called it right. There you go. Pink. Is this pink enough, or do we want like hot pink? Like how pink are we thinking here? Like pink or like pink? Pink? All the way pink? Okay. So we've got it all the way pink. What color are we thinking for the mask? Or do you want the mask? Because we can go no mask. You want the mask to be black? Okay. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, this doesn't really do black because of the shading all the time. We can do this. About as black as it gets. Then you lose a lot of the shading. I wonder if we can shade it pink. No, stop that. Ooh, we can get like pink shading, like it's reflecting off the hair. How's that? We got some clothing options. Got the assassin leathers. We've got some like light, like a bodice. Then we've got a rotter that's like a one-sided pauldron setup. I feel like a bard would either run assassin or light. I feel like light's better. And then can we change the skin a bit? I feel like if we lightened up the skin a smidge. Yeah. And then let's change the background to a neutral so you can fix that later and it's not affecting choices. And then, let's see. Oh, do you want more facial scales or a scar? I feel like you're not someone that wants it to be this busy. The hand, we can go poison, knife, or shush finger. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay, for the hand, we have the kniff. We've got a poison vial. Poison. All right. And then do we want to make the poison like thickly green? Or that's the glass. Glass we want to have like a very light green. The poison itself we want to have like a sickly. You want the pink poison. Okay. We make the poison bright pink. And we'll make the glass black to let the pink pop. Your skin's still pretty light. Your light reflection is still pink. If we lighten that up a bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay. For our snake, do we want no snake, the cobra wrapped around the wrist, or the neck snake? Around the wrist? Okay. Now let's get those eyes to pop a little more. Tongue's fine. Scales. There. And then her skin stays the same, lighting stays the same. Okay. Earrings. All the way around the ear, big loop, or like studs. Studs? Okay. You can tell the difference between those. Oh, that's all of the gold. Okay. Do we want the gold to be gold, or do you want it to be like silver? Go like silver? Yeah. You don't strike me as a gold girl. Like right there, I think is good silver color. It's almost too iron. A little bit brighter. There we go. Okay, hair choices. We have the long hair, the long wavy hair, a short cut, or a short, like, slick cut. Long wavy? Okay. Now, do we want to keep this flavor of pink for the long wavy? And then we can adjust the bottom so you have like highlights. Deeperness. Like a pink into a purple? Start the fire. We didn't start the fire. Pink into purple. Okay. That. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Duo? Sorry, my manager looked at me and I had to hide my phone. All good. Okay, now we've got a shit ton of frame options here. Hyper said you suck. You tell Hyper I said he swallows. You tell that beautiful son bitch that his parents shared a womb. What strikes me as Devil. Ooh. This is kind of devilly. I'll never understand how people like watching vertical streams and not want to watch the horizontal stream. What's today's D&D map creation today, Titus? Right now, we are outfitting our guild hall with NPCs. And currently, we have our guild master, Dominus Calgar, this brolic cutie patootie, and our nerdy little receptionist, Daith Fireshaft. And now we're working on... Yeah, horizontal is better. Okay. Now, for our background... It's too busy. Solid. Oh, yeah, let's do like this. There we go. Hello, Munchkin.
Hello, Munchkin.
How would you do vertical on Twitch? Oh, Violet Lab card. Nice. You generally don't do vertical on Twitch. Hype and I both multi-stream. So I've got a vertical output going to YouTube as well as a horizontal output going to YouTube. My horizontal output obviously goes to Twitch, and then I've also got it going to Kick. Oh, I didn't get a fucking alert that Hype raided me. I see my alerts just aren't working again. How fun.
Woo.
Well, thank you for the raid, Hype. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Okay. Weird. Pedro, 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 Pe. Prácticamente medio de Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 Pe. Vida tatime. Ba, 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 ba. Pedro, Pedro, Pe. Prácticamente medio de Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 Pe. Vida tatime. Ba, 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 ba. It's perfect. Which that works, but I didn't get my raid sound. I'm a little salty. Okay. They're gonna do what TikTok does. We'll let the stream go from vertical to horizontal if you change the orientation of your phone. Ooh, that'll be nice. Okay, let's lighten those up. Let's go with some dark pink roses. The skulls we can make black. Then let's splash a little bit of color with some greens. How are you thinking of this, Devil? Is this something that you would like to stick with for a while? Who's disembodied women voice? That would be the other Munchkin.
Munchkin.
Yes. So Devil is one Munchkin that has recently been adopted, and then this is my other Munchkin, Zeneca.
Bonjour.
Okay. So... Do you have a name for your character yet? Devil? Zen is my new bestie. I was inducted into the Munchkin crew. Hell yeah. What was the old one that you used to have, Munchkin, with the fucking Dread Sister in them? You guys were like the Sister Fisters or something like that? Or the Fister Sisters?
Yeah.
No,
So
I have no idea
that
what would work for her name.
came about because it was like we were playing Rust, and all of the women at base would go and hunt and kill and come back. And so we were like a tribe. It was funny.
A tribe of sisters that fisters. I haven't created a D&D character for 2 years now. Missing out, Mitkit. Missing out. I mean, honestly, I think I prefer Pathfinder, but Pathfinder's so much more intense. You have to find people that like want Pathfinder. You could be the Soatla.
What are we trying to think of?
We're looking at names for a devil's character. She's a bardic Yuan T.
I feel like it should be a play on words then. Let's see. Meme is what I shall be. Be like
Mike Tyson.
Are Yuan T snakes?
Yuan T? Yeah, they're like snake people.
What the fuck was I thinking of? Oh, I was thinking of whatever Lizelle is. She's a fuck balls.
That's perfect.
What is she? Samantha. Yes, Githyanki. Correct. Thank you. Oh, is that what she looks like?
Yes. Devil, if you are amenable to it, how do you feel about Scarletta Snakespear? Yes, Sarah, the most name and nickname to a woman have. Yeah. Oh yeah, get Yankee. Repeat, I was choking on my Red Bull. If you were amenable to it, how do you feel about Scarletta Snakespear?
Maybe she's just Sasha.
Sasha Snakespear?
Nah.
Yeah. Off to work later on. All right, see you later, Matt. Have a good day, brother.
Bye-bye.
Let me know if you want to jump in on this campaign, because if Rachel's not joining, I've got a slot for you. Scarlet Bitch Spear.
Lord.
Okay. Scarlet Bitch Spear it is.
Instead of cloak and dagger, it's like tooth and rattle, because like rattlesnake.
Do you any websites to create a D&D character? Because I forgot where I created my first one.
There are bajillions.
What I'd recommend is you can just use 5e tools. If you're wanting to use the 2014 version of D&D, just do 2014 5e tools, and they've got their own site. And then a lot of these you can go through and like classes, subclasses, all that jazz. If you're looking to save it, I don't know if they still have it for the 2014 version, but they used to have a character creator in here. I don't think they do anymore.
There's also one that's like fast character or something if you're not looking to like actually create the character and you just want something made for you.
Yeah. I think there was a character builder. Was it DM Vault? I think it was DM Vault had the free one. And then you got like extra stuff on the other one. Grabs a long ass scroll for writing the whole statement. It do be like that though. D&D Beyond has that, or you can just like manually enter it. Because you can find copies of the what is this? I don't care what that is. 5e character sheet.
Just over here
So,
clicking on random links.
Yeah, man. I got ESET. I'm fine. The 5e character sheet, like Wizards of the Coast will give it to you, so you can tack all of your like feats and everything in here, and then you can take it if someone's using like Roll20 or Foundry, or you're doing it in person or whatever. It's pretty easy just to take a PDF, right, and then slide it over to whatever system. So I just use 5e tools for the info. Works out pretty well. All right. So is that what we're sticking with, Devil? Are you Scarlet Bitch Spear?
Scarletta, thank you.
Oh, no. She said Scarlet. I said Scarletta Snake Spear. And she said right. Scarlet Bitch Spear.
You're right. You're right.
4e tools, 5e tools. If you're playing 4e, someone hurt you, and you should find you a therapist. This stream brought to you by BetterHelp.com.
Yikes.
Are you a mentally unstable individual? Did your parents not hug you enough? Do you have various syndromes and crippling depression? Well, BetterHelp will take your money and pretend to do something while someone halfway across the world texts you about how your parents should have hugged you.
Or you can just find yourself a munchkin. They give you unwanted attention 24/7, as well as sending you random things and sometimes even DoorDash you snacks.
Don't do it, guys. They don't leave. They latch onto your ankles like a tapeworm.
Like a tapeworm. I was thinking chihuahua. I don't know.
Yeah.
For lore reasons, tapeworms now sound like
yeah. I guess Scarlet Bitch Spear it is. We can always change it later.
Very toothy. Pedro.
Okay. This is all foreign to me. Hyper, you don't have the brain capacity to comprehend this. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being new to D&D, Hype. If you ever get a wild hair and you want to get up to no good, we can start a little campaign for you and some of the homies that are new to D&D and do a little fuck around.
Do a little dance, spare a little blood.
Hello, I'm too destructive for D&D? What do you mean you're too destructive for D&D?
Listen, there are murder hobos.
My brother in Christ, D&D is not Critical Role. That is a group of professional voice actors that go over a like semi like push script. I can't tell you how often. Like I'm willing to bet that the party's going to come in here. They're going to come in. They're going to be greeted by someone. They're going to go to the receptionist. The receptionist is going to be a little bitchy. They're going to be like, whatever. They're going to come out here. One of them is going to see the woolly cow man and want to pet them. And then someone's going to get fucking slapped. And then they're going to be all fucking meh. And then they're going to come out here and like fight a turtle or something. And someone's going to get downed. Like...
Taking notes.
It turned into a fight to the death. Completely forgot what we needed to do. Then we stopped.
Man. Oh yeah, no, that's any D&D campaign.
Yeah,
like you could have. Hey y'all, here is a map to Candy Mountain. All you have to do is go through the cave, around the river, and over the hill. Okay, cool. We imploded the cave so we couldn't get through it. We couldn't find a lake because that's not a lake, that's a pond. And then whatever hill you decided you wanted was actually a giant turtle taking a nap. So because instructions were unclear, it's like, God bless you all. I will fuck all of you up.
Yeah.
Follow the fucking map.
Yeah.
And then you can have an NPC that's like, hey guys, I'm here to help. Kill it. Kill
Yeah.
it now.
Burn it
Please
with
don't
fire.
kill me. I'm just here.
Hyper killing Cantor, Cantor killing Charlie, Charlie killing Titus, Titus killing Hyper. It's a full circle. See, what you don't understand is that I've been playing D&D for a while, and I'm a real piece of shit, so I'll just kill the entire party.
Are you looking at me funny? Are you looking at me? Oh, okay, you're not looking at me. Good, because if you were, stabbed through leg.
Yeah.
This would hurt a lot more.
Yeah. I'd twist this. All
Yeah,
right.
we have a person like that too. They try to be as chaotic as possible and not worry about, you know, what's what. TPKs happen quite a bit. And then by that point, if it's really something stupid and one person's fucking you guys, it's like, we're all done.
Treant. Okay. I need to make
Some coffee.
no. Oh,
A
also,
pizza.
I hope you're ready for this to be your little follower, guys, when we get them going.
Hmm?
Watching the stream?
Why is it so sad?
I don't know how to read binary.
Wait, you're gonna make them like actual characters, not just like.
Well, this is going to be the token for it.
Yeah. I was just gonna give you the clockwork things that I made.
Yeah, but those are entities, right? Because that was part of the whole original idea, was you were essentially going to get a little helper dude.
Oh, I was just
You were
thinking
making a whole thing.
I was just thinking I was making those little thingies that were like single use, because like one of them was a time bomb, one of them was a scout.
No.
And the other one
Because you
was
said that you wanted to do your original character concept, and part of that was you were going to like find pieces to make little helper guys. Remember? I was going through my notes. That's what you wanted.
I have no memory of this
I'm going to stab you in the neck.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen.
I'm just gonna shank her in the neck.
That's okay.
And then maybe the kidney. And then the neck again. And then right in the knees.
So as you're bleeding out, you take the kidney. Therefore.
Alright, I need a like treant.
Too bad these things aren't I guess they kinda are. Just type in tree.
No.
Control F tree.
No. Also, I was gonna do that. I mean, there's a search function, so just do.
There's a carnivorous plant.
Treant.
We can have sandy claws. Oh my god.
Yeah. He's perfect. He's beautiful.
Personal favorite is the bottom left.
This one?
No, bottom left.
That's bottom left.
The one with the skulls.
That's bottom left.
That is bottom left. That one. That is bottom center. That is bottom left.
There's a delay.
That is bottom center. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you right in the delay.
Chaos Gremlin, you know.
You're a monster. So instead of killing my friend and then actually doing what the original intent was. I mean, that'll happen, but generally that's where like your DM is supposed to step in and be like, listen here, retards, it's enough out of you.
Hey guys, don't do that, please. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, listen, if you want to keep doing that, you can, but I'm letting you know right now, it's going to get real fucking spicy for you idiots. All right, which of these says chef? Culinary masterplan.
Probably the cones or the ice cream cones that you just scooched past.
This one? Oh, no, where'd it go? This one. That's like candy, though. Groot. Yeah, this is going to be the chef at the guild hall.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe his thing is candy.
There we go. This will work.
Gross. Sorry.
Why are you calling my guy gross, Katie?
Not your dude.
Huh?
I just did.
Why are you talking shit?
Because it's fun.
Let's see. Gerthu Oakenwood. Also, Devil, since you're back, did you want to stick with Scarlet Bitch Spear? Okay, 2 a.m. here, time to sleep later. See you, buddy. Sleep well, stay pretty.
Good night, bye-bye.
Ugh. No, it's done. Create actor. Gerthu Oakenwood.
I know you're saying Gerthu, but I keep hearing girthy.
Well, that's the joke. Because it's Gerthu Oakenwood. So.
Big ass tree.
Yes. Why?
Damn, boy, you thick.
Damn, boy. That's a thick ass boy. Token. Boom. I wonder if I should just make him like fucking massive. And just have it be that there's like limbs coming off of him, like branches. And that's what's like rocking the frying pans, and he's like snapping a piece off and throwing it into the fire every now and again.
Sometimes you just have unwanted growth.
Right.
I look like a young sprout again.
And then Gerthu can have, let's see, tree, no, plant?
Yes, give him a carnivorous plant.
Tag.
Carnivorous.
Ooh, a spore arc druid. Bro, this is like perfect already.
Look at the living, please, little guy.
He's just a little guy. Oh my gosh.
I kind of like the first one.
Oh my gosh. This one?
No.
The spore one?
The mushroom cap one.
Yeah. Plant. Search. Living plant.
just a oh. Cute. His head is an onion.
Then that will work. Then I can do
That little living plant's like screaming.
what should we name? What should we name our myconid that's going to be like the farmer slash groundskeeper?
The shroom lady?
Yeah, the shroom guy.
Your dude, sorry.
I mean, technically it's a mushroom, so I don't think it actually has like a dick.
Yeah. I don't know. I keep thinking of punny, stupid stuff.
I mean, it's a D&D. It's kind of where it goes. I'm not trying to make this throwaway character some fucking clever 6-book long backstory fucking dude.
Little do they know he comes back.
Caretaker Mike Celia.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Yeah. Guildhall. And we'll put caretaker Mike Celia out here tending the carrots. And then do we'll do Sam. And then token appearance. Go to half scale. Because Sam's a little dude. And then we're going to duplicate, and duplicate. And then
Sam, Samantha. Just kidding.
now we have Sam, Sal, Seth, oop. Sev. Oh, shit. And what should the last one be, Munchkin? I've got Sal, Sam, Seth, Sev,
Soothe.
Soothe.
I don't know.
Sure. Why not? That's okay. You can just
I don't have brain power
you can
to
just
hand.
shit my bed. That's fine.
No. Let's see. Sal, Sam, Seth, Sev.
No, it's Soothe now.
What? No.
Yep.
Play it shiny. Play it soothe. Sorry. It's so dumb. All right.
So Seth, Sam, and then we'll have Sal over here.
Saratha.
No, we're already done. It's too late.
I was thinking salve, but my brain wasn't connecting the two. Instead of soothe. Salve.
Yeah, we'll name him Salvia. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Adventurer Salvia. Give me a sec, I just gotta trip balls. I lived a whole lifetime in a matter of seconds.
Yikes.
I miss my family, Arnold. I miss them so.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see here.
All right, the Munchkin. I'm gonna go make some coffee and go to work.
All right, little guy. Have a good day.
You too. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's see here. Here. And actors. Three. Let's see.
Oh no, she left before you could say bye. What a son of a bitch.
It's okay. I'll send her a message. We'll be like Devil's fucking mauling. You didn't let her say bye-bye. You're a monster. A monster. It happens every time. That's what I'm saying, man. She's got no chill. Don't worry. I will send her a very angry message. There you go. Just for you, Devil.
Devil, save me. I'm the worst Munchkin ever.
What a fucking monster. Who does something like this? Why are you like this?
She's my new munchkin because we can talk about Epic and go on adventures.
But here you are, abandoning her.
I didn't mean it. I'm so ashamed.
You're a monster.
I'm a monster.
You're a monster. Oh, all my fluffy folio creatures carried over when I made them like volume 10. Holy shit. If I do a full import,
Those little critters. I had to remember what those were.
yeah. Oh, they actually fully stayed.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the tooth bold. Oh my god, I forgot about this. It's a CR0 and it had a function that was like, it essentially gave you guys, oh god, it gave you guys danger sense, like wandering in, because if you didn't beat it fast enough, it would essentially burrow into your jaw, and whenever it would get scared, it would vibrate, but it had like insanely high perception. So then, like, when something bad was about to happen, it was essentially danger sense. The Kaimini Marin, oh, this thing was fucking great.
I also like the little,
The bookworm.
Yeah.
I had one that was the bookworm, and then I had one that was based off of the leaf sheep.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that one too.
There was also like a morph type critter.
Yes. Yeah, there was also
And
the
moth.
potion.
Uh-huh.
I really liked that one too.
There wasn't any of these I really disliked. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. We passed it.
Did I pass it? Let me go back up.
It's like in the second column when you scroll up.
Second column. Oh, there's the bookworm. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
You're such a little noodle boy.
A bunch of these.
He's so cute.
Yeah. The sea beast, giant moth. Oh, the megamunculus. Here it is. Yeah.
All right. For now this time. Bye, devil. I'll see you soon.
Hey, you gotta wait until she says bye too.
I am going to. Can we get a bunny throwing it back, please?
Holy.
This tickles me so.
Gotta get the fucking bunny wabbit. Fucking throwing that thing in a circle, bro. That donk.
That bunny whap it.
Absolute donk.
I love how the crows just have bubble butts. And they're so shiny. Why are the butts shiny? Freshly polished.
Yeah, bro. Listen, if you were throwing it back like that, all you have to do is back up to a wall. And fucking polish that thing. Fucking wax on, wax off type shit.
Things that make you go, ooh. That's on the pyramid head. That's funny.
Yeah. You better be careful not to upset him. He'll grab you with those fucking tushy nabbers right there and rip your skin off.
So, remind me, how does Pyramid Head kill you again? Well, first he backs you up into a corner, and then he throws it back like the paladin.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about
Like
his
the
sword? No,
paladin.
he uses that for leverage.
Yeah.
That's how he gets your face.
It's the
Just-
megamunculus.
The little moth was cute.
It's so adorable. That's not a little moth. Don't you remember when I made this
Yeah,
one?
no,
It's
no,
a
no, no.
giant
I said
moth.
the little
It's
moth.
carrying a bison.
Oh, right. It was just cute. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because it's CR6 with fluffy flight.
Oh, right. The Megamunculus was like flubber. That's right.
Yeah, this kind of, yeah. Because it had the color Geddon. Yeah, that when it dies, it just fucking like tie-dyes everything for a... Cycled the wolf in one split. Probably the perfect game of Night Rain with randos. We got to level 15 and cycled the wolf in one split. Nice, man. Glad somebody's fucking having fun. And that's not like a fucking sassy, I'm glad somebody's having... That's like, I'm glad somebody's having fun.
I leave you with a Pedro. Have a good day.
Pedro,
Night,
Pedro,
guys.
Pedro, Pedro, Pedro. Nino, Pedro, 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 Pe. Practicante meo di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 Pe. Vida tatime, ba, 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 bow. Pedro, Pedro, Pe. Practicamente meo di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 Pe. Vida tatime, ba, 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 bow. The hard-bitten yak. Oh, that's right. I had the giant moth eggs. The ancient sea beast. Wasn't this like CR10? Oh, this is only CR5. Or I forgot how fucking soft I made so many of these. Question: to play a warrior jar in this campaign, what race would I need to be? Ooh. You could probably reflavor a Warforged. Because, like, they don't really wear armor. They just kind of, like, meld it to their skin. I feel like that wouldn't really be any different than, like, melding porcelain onto a jar guy. We could even have, like, a debuff if you go below a certain amount of health that, like, you become vulnerable to bludgeoning. Because you're gonna crack. Gonna crack a lack. Sniffle Weaver, no. Oh, the Avanar of Assonance. This thing fucked. Yeah, fucking CR18. Omniscient, magic resistance, rejuvenation, shielded mind, 3 multi-attacks, scorching blast, searing beam, and equilibrium. Oh. 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 The Underbold. Remember this guy? I might actually throw you guys up against a couple of these. They're pretty entertaining. Fungoid Mace. The Critter Picker. I don't remember this one. I would switch off my rogue to play a jar. I'd be a fighter. That's up to you, brother. You do you, boo-boo. Oh, the Mind Surge. Forgot this thing was hot. Hot and spicy. What else we got here? Oh, the Blind Drifter's pretty cool. Vaguely terrifying. Where is... I thought it was like volume 3. Vampster! Yeah. Devil will fucking love these. Fucking vampire hamsters. Yeah. Yes, please. Ugh. Yeah, if you want to swap, man, let me know. I mean, we're not really locked in until Friday, so. But I'll be right back. I gotta hit the head and grab my groceries. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? What is this nonsense? Hey Fred, I can see your channel needs an audience. This is why nobody streams on Kick, you bitch. Be gone, thought. Okay, what else did I miss here? I want to cuddle it. Ooh, first time chatter. Hello there, how you doing? Hey, what's going on, Super Foxer? Test stepped away. Welcome in nonetheless. Thank you for the welcoming people in, Devil. Absolute chatty daddy. I'll save my rogue for now, but I'll be a jar after. Ooh, there you go. Like a jar of dirt. It's a warrior jar. Welcome back. Got you a new follower. Oh, thanks. A bunch of chits. These are the vampsters. How's the day treating you, Super Foxer? Hopefully all is well. It's an individual vampster, isn't it? Like next to nothing. I'm a DM too with a custom campaign too. Mine is about time travel and saving the timeline. What's yours about? Mine is honestly like kind of lazy. So it's kind of going with like the anime trope shtick of like, we went into the dungeon and level 1 was like a normal dungeon, and then we got to level 2 and it's like a fucking massive forest. And it's just kind of that shtick, except they're essentially in like a Howl's Moving Castle type device that is originally from the very bottom of the dungeon, like the bottom floor. And something's going wrong that is slowly causing the dungeon to like break down. But there's entire cities of people living in the dungeon, so they have to like go and stop it. Actually, one of the best bosses I designed. My players had quite a blast fighting against him, and who knows, maybe years or two. Yeah, sure, man. I'm down to look at it. Also, hello, Ghost. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me through here. No. Why can I not? This. No, I didn't want to do that. Fuck off. Yeah. I will figure this out. Give me 1 sec. Ah, that's why. Okay. Oh, shit. Well. Blow up my caster. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I was checking the initial link on my tablet and then it blew up the Caster Labs link. I don't know why. Woo campaign crafting. Shit's a slog, ain't it? You know, it's not too bad when you're streaming and you're like doing it with homies, you know. All right, let's see here. But how you doing, Chef? Hope the day's treating you well, brother. All right, Dalton, the self-proclaimed Sky Emperor. Did you draw this, by the way? This gives me like One Piece vibes. AC 16 custom Imperial robe. Hit points 15d8 plus 60, averaging 142. Oh, I agree. My session 0 for my own is tonight, and in the past week it's been nothing but second guessing myself in my writing. LOL. No, I didn't draw them. Oh, gotcha. Did you pull this from One Piece? Oh, that looks good though. You've got Deception, Arcana, and Acrobatics. All right. Chrono Trigger. Okay, that's the style I recognize. Medium humanoid Zelian. Chaotic ridiculous. Hell yeah. What's his CR supposed to be? Trait Delusions of Greatness. Dalton believes he's the protagonist of the universe. He always goes last in initiative to ensure the drama builds and talks loudly on every turn. That is fucking great. That is a fucking great trait. Not only for like mechanic purposes, but for like lore purposes. That's fucking awesome. CR0, not gonna lie. Understandable. Actions. Iron Bomb Chain. Melee weapon attack, +6 to hit. Reach 10, 1 creature. Yeah, +1 for RP, exactly. Hit. Target takes no damage, but their current HP is halved, rounded down. On targets at 10 HP or less, they take 1d6 bludgeoning instead. Jesus. Legendary weakness, choose 1 per trigger. Dalton can't help but be emotionally vulnerable when mocked, ignored, or told he isn't important. Dalton, again? When a character utters this phrase, Dalton wastes his next turn bragging about himself during this monologue. I'll shove grapple attempts gain advantage ×4. Roll 4d20, take highest. You dare mock me? I am perfection. I am the future. I moisturize. You're just the Emperor wannabe. Dalton immediately becomes enraged and takes 10 psychic damage from stress. The next attack roll against him has triple advantage. Ignoring Dalton's turn entirely. If the party completely ignores Dalton's turn, no reactions, no dodging, etc., he becomes visibly flustered and trips over his own chain. He falls prone and takes 5 bludgeoning damage. Interrupting his poses. If a PC acts during his mid-turn flourish, e.g. readies an action as he tries to speak, he takes disadvantage on his next roll due to dramatic frustration. What's that smell? Is that your cologne? Dalton becomes stunned for 1 turn out of embarrassment, no save. This can only trigger once per encounter. Final moments, Dalton's grand exit. Once Dalton reaches 0 HP or is defeated in any way, he refuses to go down quietly. He stands on the edge of the epic swing, holding up a scroll glowing with dark energy. Dalton. Remember that spell that fool tried to use against Lavos? Well, I can do it too. Behold, Dark Hole. He casts Dark Hole on himself. A pulse of swirling gravity compresses Dalton's body in an instant. He is instantly disintegrated, leaving behind only a pair of stylish boots and the faint echo of his scream, I was supposed to be immortal! This is fucking great. I'm not gonna lie. This is fucking great. This is like the ultimate way to take like a goober anime character or like fantasy book character or whatever and really make it shine how much of a fucking dickhead they are. This is great. Bard's dream boss fight, steamrolling him to death. Exactly. I can only imagine the extent of vicious mockery that this man would be devastated by. I'm gonna pin this over here. Yeah, sure, throw it up. Watch, this is gonna be like fucking Gilgax the Nut Puncher. How do I go back? Yeah, I know, Caster Labs. You broke yourself again. I remember not to click links in Caster. It's just so useful, like for multi-streaming. All right, let's see what we got here. Magus, Ultimate Dark Lord. You wish to fight me, then? The bitter black wind begins to howl. This boss is built for tactical, high-level parties who enjoy thinking their way through brutal fights. Your group isn't used to adaptive mechanics or hard encounters. Consider giving them the scroll's lifeline and power word fortify. See at bottom to help balance the encounter a bit more. FY is boss designed as the final secret boss to 1v5 a party of 5 level 18s. And yes, Devil is a bard. And yes, you are throwing it back, baby. Mid-tier 30 NPCs and none of them had shit that amazing tied to them. Yeah, this is like this is more like creativity than just mechanical brute force. It's pretty fucking great. So, AC 22, Arcane Mantle, 40 D8 plus 280. See, standard 40 feet, fly 60 feet with levitation. God damn, that be schmovin'. Legendary weaknesses are the best kind of legendary things. That's true. Okay, so you got Arcana, History, Perception. Oh, that is going to be a rough perception. With Wisdom saving throws, Con saving throws, Intelligence saving throws. This doesn't have Dex saves. Can't be Charmed, Frightened, Paralyzed, Poisoned, Stunned, Unconscious, Petrified, Restrained, Blinded, Deafened. He has True Sight up to 120 feet. Has a perception of 23. The intended room is 200-foot radius. I think I'm going to try a voice in this campaign, but I can only sound like a gremlin or a distressed child. If it makes you feel any better, Devil, Katie will start with like an Australian accent or something. She will always go back to Cockney. It's like that whole meme of like Return to Monkey, except her thing is Return to Cockney. It's either it's Cockney or Jester from one of the Critical Role campaigns. So she's either going right back to like Oliver Twist, like, "Can I have some more, sir? Please, may I have some more?" Or it's like, "It is me, Jester, yes, aha." You know the meme, "Wait for me, I got little legs." Yeah, exactly. I work with Pathfinder for better creativity with stat blocks. I'm the biggest fan of 5e. 3.5e was my favorite of the D&D outputs. Yeah, normally I do Pathfinder, but the crew that I'm running this for, I don't think they're like that tabletop savvy, so I doubt they want to be like. Oh gosh, it's just Discord. Yeah. I only know about D&D 2014 5e since it's the only one I played, not gonna lie. I mean, the 2014 version of 5e is pretty decent. The 2024 one, like, they quote-unquote fixed a lot of things, but they just made even more problems. And then they made orcs Mexican for some reason, which was also a weird decision. Okay, languages, Common, Infernal, Primordial, Telepathy out to 120 feet. Legendary actions, 3 a round. Yeah, I had to run my longtime group through multiple teaching one-shots to get them used to Pathfinder just because of the sheer amount of rules and math. Yeah, Pathfinder can be pretty crunchy. I think a lot of people are averse to it just because of the like feat design of making your character where it's like, hey, you have this character and they get like a feat every other level or whatever, depending on the class. But then you open up the feat list and it's like, here's 1,700 options. Okay, 1 point legendary actions. Shift Mantle. Immediately re-roll Magus's Mantle of Judgment to change his current damage vulnerability. That's pretty fucking cool. Dark Slash makes 1 Scythe of Doom attack. Mind Fracture. Target within 60 feet must make an intelligence saving throw or suffer disadvantage on concentration checks for 1 minute. God damn. Astral Collapse. Ground within 20 feet becomes difficult terrain and deals 2d10 force damage per 5 feet moved. Oh, Titus. So my service dispatch didn't come in today, and again, it was decided without my consent that I am staying till 5, so I can roll stats around 7. I have to rush clean the ferret room since I haven't had time to. No worries. Just give me a shout whenever you're ready. Like I said, I'm doing fuck all other than just like building campaigns and playing video games until Saturday. So like, don't worry about like rushing to get to me or whatever. We're being chilling. Do your thing, boo-boo. 60 feet is like you're breathing on him, this dude, pretty much. Yeah. Once my players got through the one-shots and they saw how detailed they could get with everything, they were digging it. That's my biggest draw for PF outside of GURPS. It's up in the creative options of characters. Yeah, it really is. Like if you have players that are willing to dig into Pathfinder and they want to get that, like, I want to very specifically be a like Birdman chef that likes to cook rodents, and I use my meat cleaver as my weapon for this, that, and the other. Like, there are 46 traits that perfectly put you into that role. It's just a matter of going and finding them, right? And like, I might do a Pathfinder campaign again in the once this is done, but I don't think a lot of these guys are looking to get that deep for what Pathfinder has to offer. I know Happy is, but I know Katie isn't. Ugh. Matt would be, probably. Maybe Graves. Pathfinder is relatively modifiable too. I've hungered a ton for it over the years, especially this campaign. I completely revamped the mass combat system because it's trash. Yeah, the mass combat system is a little garbage. But yeah, I've ran 3 Pathfinder campaigns, mostly lasting a pretty good chunk of time. But yeah, no, it's very modifiable, especially if you're using like Foundry or something. A lot of that's so helpful with the modules and stuff too. It makes life so easy. Where were we? Astral Avoid Shackle. A creature within 90 feet must succeed a DC 20 Strength save or be restrained by shadowy chains for 1 minute. Save ends at the end of each turn. Restrained? That's fucking crazy. Bro, I'm about to stop streaming on Twitch. This is the second time some fucking dickhead in the last like 10 minutes has come in here and be like, hey man, you want to buy some views? Bitches. 2-point legendary actions. It's a laction. Oh, like a layer action. Gotcha. Arcane Reversal. If Magus succeeded on a saving throw against a spell, he may redirect the effect back to the caster if he passes a DC equal to the caster's save DC plus spell level Arcana check. That's crazy. Yeah, I may try to spack exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. Like not crazy bad, but like that's crazy fucking funny. Because I can only imagine the number of spells that they're gonna be like, oh, hopefully this works. Like especially if you imagine it's like banish or something, and he's just like, no, you fuck off. And then you, I just imagine being like, well, now we have to roll for which plane you end up in. So while you're getting your ass beat in hell, the rest of the party will be getting their ass beat on the material plane. Boiling down entire armies to a few dice rolls just feels anticlimactic, so I broke it into a total war type encounter with smaller army portions, but like swarms that get progressive penalties as they take damage and lose people. That's exactly what I did. I broke it down like Warhammer 3, like a Total War Warhammer 3 style. So you essentially had multiple individual armies, and then as they would like take damage, I would just cut a hit die or cut a an attack die. It worked pretty well. Drain Essence. One target within 30 feet takes 4d12 necrotic damage. Magus regains HP equal to half the damage dealt. For 4d12 necrotic. Jesus. This puts the necromancer feat to like heal yourself on necro spells to shame. Magus curses a creature within 60 feet. The next time they fail a saving throw, it counts as a natural 1. Yikes. I guess it is a fail though, so you're just like, it's just a little bit worse. Lunar Malice, choose one creature, their next healing is halved and becomes necrotic damage instead. Get fucked, Life Cleric. Corrupting Hex, inflict a random condition, roll d6, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, prone, and restrained. This is fucking crazy. I'd be slapping people this constantly. What also makes it more feasible for PCs to get involved with mass combat. That way, instead of a war being fought with a few dice rolls and the PCs having just a small encounter with it. Yeah, that makes sense. Because like what I ended up doing was like, essentially if there we go. So like essentially if like this would be like an attacking army, and then this would be my players, I would essentially have like this, and then have my players all do their attacks, and then just roll like a brute damage against a brute health pool, and then rinse and repeat. And it worked pretty well. They seem to like it. Put the cowman back. I do enjoy legendary actions of 5e, one of the things Wizards doing designed well. Yeah. Okay. 3-point legendary actions. I feel like this is where we're getting into the you didn't get to the crazy stuff yet zone. Annihilation Spiral. A 20-foot radius centered on Magus erupts in raw arcane destruction. All creatures inside must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 10d10 force plus be knocked prone and stunned. This is a level of get fucked that you only get in like high level D&D shenanigans when all balancing goes out the fucking windows. Etheric Despair. Choose a spell school. All spells of that school automatically fail if cast within 60 feet of Magus until the end of Magus's next turn. See? Well, shit, that's a big ouch. Plus, you must be right next to him. Oh, it's a 20-foot radius centered on him. Yeah, okay. So this is a fighters get fucked button. Or melees get fucked button. I just imagine some poor rogue, like, to use assassinate and get my stealth off, and it's this motherfucker with true sight just being like, no. No means no. Okay. Undo Fate. Magus forces a reroll on any successful attack, save, or ability check against him. If the second roll fails, the attacker suffers 6d10 psychic damage. Damn. Just damn. This is just like... This is just silvery barbs with a punch in the nuts. Timeshare. One enemy loses their next turn. Wisdom save DC 22 to evade. This is fucked. This is the only thing that personally so far I wouldn't include, just because it fucks somebody's turn. It's a 1v5, remember? Oh no, I get that. But like, I just wouldn't want to use this on a player because it just removes their agency. Blood Pact. Target creature that deals damage to Magus on their next turn also takes half that damage. This is fucking great. This is some like, oh, you guys put 17 buffs on the Gnome Barbarian. Well, I hope that you're ready for him to also take 100 damage. Magus casts all his spells without material components. Yeah. His spells ignore resistance to magic. Spell save DC is 24. That's actually not too bad. Spell to hit is plus 16. It's not too bad. All enemies within 30 feet have disadvantage on saving throws against fear and charm. That's rough. Mantle of Judgment passive ability. At the start of combat, roll 1d10 to determine the active damage type that bypasses Magus's magical mantle. Magus becomes immune to all damage except the one rolled. After each time he is successfully damaged by an attack or spell, roll 1d10 again to switch his vulnerability to a new type. Let me make it clear. Vulnerability, not neutral damage, vulnerability. So question, when you re-roll this, do you tell the party like what the damage type is? Or is it just like, fuck you, figure it out? The tell is up to the DM, but you don't explicitly say it. That makes sense. If the results name of the current one, re-roll until a different type is selected. Like I used LEDs that I had and changed it depending on the damage. I like that idea. I'm stealing that for a mythic monster. Yeah, right? That's pretty great. Well, active, make it blah, 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 blah. Already read that. Actions. Scythe of Doom. Plus 14 to hit. Reach 10 feet, one target. Hit 5d12 plus 15 necrotic. Damn. Target must succeed on a DC 20 Constitution saving throw or have a permanent -2 to attack rolls and lowers by 1 the number Magus needs to roll to have a successful save. Hackable. God damn. Fucking fuck you and your action surge, he said. This is why I like tuning into build streams, get all the good ideas and TTRPG talk. Hell yeah, brother. This is actually the first like D&D stream that I've done. Normally I'm just like playing games and just like bullshitting. Special spell abilities, make and cast 1 per turn. Lightning 2, all enemies within 60-foot radius at will. Dex save DC 24 to 8d10 lightning damage, half on success. Ice 2, con save 8d10, fire dex save 8d10, dark bomb 20-foot radius. Oh, so it's a 20-foot radius cast at 120 feet. Yeah, well, I built the campaign. I always hopped onto these streams to gather opinions. I normally don't stream my weekly games with my group, but since I've never homebrewed a campaign, I decided to. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I think we're going to stream this one. I just got to make sure that it's cool with everybody else. Um, 60-10 necrotic plus 60-10 psychic. Fail equals stun until the end of the next turn. Half with success, no stun. This is crazy, bro. A 20-foot radius. So it's 40 feet across. You can cast it at 120 feet, which means realistically you can touch somebody at 140 feet. Going horror / grimdark because I like the concept of telling a horror story in a long form setting. Yeah, it's hard to do, but it's really rewarding. Dark Mist. Oh, barrier, 1 target. Grants resistance to all magical damage for 3 turns. Does not require concentration. That's fucking crazy. So, question for barrier. It says grants resistance to all magical damage. Does that include the damage type that he's supposed to be vulnerable to? So does that essentially just put him on standard damage? Resistance counters roll ability, so it becomes neutral. Yeah. Yeah. So I get that. But does his vulnerability overwrite this, or is this just there to put him on neutral standing? Because he's already immune to all damage types except 1. Put him on neutral? Okay. Dark Mist, 30 feet radius around Magnus, con save DC 24, 60-10 psychic, fail equals disadvantage on next attack. Black hole, 1 target, 60 foot at will, con save DC 24, 12d10 force damage. If reduced to 50 HP or lower, target is disintegrated, no effect on success. That's crazy. Dark Lord's ultimate attack, Dark Matter. 1 per minute. Save or suck? Yeah, for real. Dex save DC 24. 10d12 necrotic, 10d12 psychic. Dead enemies leave shadow echoes that last 1 minute. Magus has advantage versus enemies within 10 feet of an echo. That's crazy. I missed the CR for this dude. What did you imagine, Matt? This feels easily 25 to 26. Yeah. I was going to say, this is like 26 to 28. Optional stuff if you really want to make your players cry. You need to have like a little TM of like ball crushing factory. If you really do use these, what did your players do to you? Mines were min-maxers. Absolute ruin at will. You have already lost. You just don't know it yet. Trigger. Creature has accumulated -10 total to its attack rolls from Scythe of Doom. Magus invokes the Brand of Obsolescence, a corrupting sigil that crawls over the soul of a weakened foe. The mark seeks to erase the target from existence itself. Okay, each time Magus targets the same enemy with Absolute Ruin, the saving throw becomes more difficult to pass. Affected creatures make a DC 24 Constitution saving throw under the following conditions. First attempt, roll normally or with advantage if the creature has advantage on con save. Second attempt, roll with disadvantage or normally if the creature has advantage on con save. Third attempt, automatically fail unless the creature has advantage on con saves, in which case it rolls with disadvantage. Fourth attempt, the condition is applied automatically with no save. Although didn't put it there. This is a good big boy to slap a min-max party with. Yeah, for real. The creature attack and save debuff disappears and instead suffers the necrotic erasure affliction for the rest of combat. While afflicted, any necrotic damage dealt by Magus causes the target to lose half of that damage from their total maximum hit points. Bypassing resistances, immunities, and temporary hit points, effect disappears once combat ends or in death. If the afflicted creature reaches 0 maximum HP, it is instantly disintegrated, leaving only its equipment on its place of death. You'd have to fail at least 6 saving throws for necrotic erasure to start. Well, if an necrotic damage dealt by Magus causes target to lose half of that damage from their total maximum hit points, better. Afflicted creature reaches 0 maximum HP. Okay. On a successful save, the creature's attack bonus diminishes back to -4, and the cumulative attempt counter goes up by 1. Whispers of the Abyss, 2 legendary actions. Magus unleashes a sliver of void-bound knowledge directly into a creature's mind, forcing it to glimpse into the unrelenting emptiness between realities. Target one creature Magus can see within 90 feet. Saving throw, the target must see DC 24. Intelligence saving throw, become incapacitated. Oh, Jesus. Full incapacitation. Damn. Chain of Oblivion, 1 per minute. Magus binds himself to the battlefield. He loses his fly speed and gains vulnerability to radiant and all physical damage for 2 turns. Announces to your players. During that time, multiply all his damage by 1.5. Bro, this is the third guy that has come in from Kick trying to sell me fucking views. I wish they would start fucking banning these goobers. Okay. Assist special spell scrolls. Lifeline. Everyone deserves a second chance. Level, unique, school, necromancy, casting time 1 action, range 20-foot radius centered on the caster. Verbal, last 30 minutes. May only be cast outside of combat. Look into Seribot, it'll automatically ban those bots. I don't know how to add bots to Kick, right? Because it's not an issue on Twitch, because on Twitch you can just fucking report them and then they immediately get banned, and you generally get like 1 or 2 a stream. On Kick, it's like all that comes into my stream. It's just goobers. There's just goober bots trying to sell me shit. When you speak the 2 words of the spell, a subtle thread of arcane energy weaves itself around every creature within 20 feet of you. For the next 30 minutes, any creature under the effect of this spell would die for any reason, whether by damage, disintegration, death magic like power word kill, or any other fatal effect, is immediately restored to its maximum hit points instead of dying or being disintegrated. This effect only triggers once per creature and only during the 30-minute duration. It may activate during combat, but the spell itself can only be cast outside of combat. Once a creature is under the effect of Lifeline, they can never be affected by it again. Holy fuck. This is a one and done. The spell does not cure conditions, remove afflictions, or prevent damage. It simply negates death and restores hit points once. Interesting. Power word fortress. Stand tall and fight back. I should imagine like Gimli. Unique, range 60, verbal 1 hour. It can only be cast from a scroll not available for learning or preparation. When you utter the power word of protection, a shimmering arcane shield flows outward from your voice, bolstering all allies within 30 feet. Upon casting the spell, you generate a pool of 300 temporary hit points and 10 points of bonus armor class to be distributed among any number of those within range, including yourself in any way you choose. Okay, so you can dump these on one person or split them up. I see. You decide like all time. Okay. And AC bonuses upon immediately casting. The AC bonus temporary hit points last for 1 hour or until depleted or dispelled. Okay, now question. The way you come back with all negative conditions, that's what it says. All it does is save your ass from being dead, then refills your health pool. So I'm assuming that like even if you have negatives to your attack and everything for all those debuffs, you still keep those. It seems like it's just like a single get out of jail free card. Okay, so for the AC bonus and temporary hit points lasting for 1 hour or until depleted or dispelled, when you blow through all of the hit points, do you also lose the AC bonus? Each creature can only receive up to +5 AC from the spell. If your creature already has temporary hit points, the spell replaces them. The spell has no concentrated persist for its full duration unless dispelled. Wait, the spell has no concentration and persists for its full duration unless dispelled. But then this says Lasts for 1 hour until depleted or dispelled. So I'm assuming you can burn out the temporary hit points with the AC 6. Okay, that's kind of what I figured, but I just want to check. Yeah, this is fucking... This is some shit that's like...
Remember when you guys kept saying that my combats were too easy? Have fun, bitches. Should have kept your fucking mouth shut, Kyle.
And I fucking love it. It's optional and secret, hence the difficulty. Exactly. This is the giant fucking turtle from Final Fantasy 15 that took people like 6 hours to kill. Technically, it wouldn't work that way by Raw, since once you die, all conditions are removed, but still banging. Well, I mean, that's what the Raw states for when you die. But this is implicitly stating otherwise, so it overwrites. Yeah, show me the final boss, brother. Let's see what's up. You know, when I said the giant fucking turtle thing from Final Fantasy 15, I didn't recognize how close I was. Oh, I thought I heard resurrection tied to the spell. No, it just said that it just brings you back and refills your health pool. Because it's like a custom spell. Oh, that's just the first phase. No. Alright, give me 1 second. I just gotta throw this in the fridge. I'm gonna bring True Res and Mass Heal Scrolls. Yeah. Well, I don't even know. Would True Res bring someone back from disintegration? I'm pretty sure you're just fucking dead. Take into account this boss is literally the next fight after Magus, so the party could still have those scrolls if they didn't use it. Oh. Yeah, because you don't need a body with True Res. Oh, I forgot about that. That's a good call. Here. Armor class 20, chitinous plates. Hit points 310, 23 d12 plus 138. Speed 20 foot, burrow 30. 28 strength, 8 dex, sweet 2 con, 1 inch. 12 wisdom, 6 charisma. Saving throws are strength con. Resistant to fire, lightning, cold, thunder, and force. Immune to poison and necrotic. Additional immunities: charmed, frightened, paralyzed, stunned, and blinded. Has 120 foot tremor sense, 60 feet of dark vision, and 11 passive perception. It doesn't speak any languages. Oh no. It's a wild child. Alien biology. Lavos' shell is incomprehensible and immune to divination magic and spells like Identify. It cannot be detected by Detect Magic or Scrying. Interesting. It's literally a shell. See, my artificer brained ass would be like, so once we beat this thing, can I make armor out of the shell and just become like the unscryable man? Cedar, Lavos deals double damage to objects and structures. Endless burrower, Lavos ignores difficult terrain caused by rock, earth, or stone. It can burrow through solid rock without reducing speed. Unless you can do it in under 10 minutes, no. Damn. Multi-attack. Lavos makes 2 slam attacks and uses Eruption or Spine Shot Barrage if available. Slam. Melee weapon attack plus 15 to hit. Reach 20. 1 target. 3d12 plus 9. Target must succeed on a DC 20 strength saving throw or be knocked down. Oh, got the hiccups. Eruption. Recharge on a 5 or 6. Lavos causes the ground in a 60-foot radius around it to erupt violently. All creatures on the ground must succeed on a DC 20 dexterity saving throw or take 6d10 fire damage and be pushed 20 feet away from Lavos. On success, half damage and no push. Okay, so he's got to get the fuck away from me. Sir Turd of Bottom, have a wonderful day and may your farts be dry. You too, brother. You too. Nobody likes to shit themselves. Spine Shot Barrage Recharge. Reach 4 to 6. Lavos launches bone-like spines in a 60-foot cone. Each creature must make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw or take 5d8 piercing damage and begin bleeding. 1d6 damage at the start of their turn for 1 minute or until healed. Optional, Kamikaze entry plus interlude before final battle. For narrative impact and player agency, the party may choose to sacrifice their airship or any other flying vehicle or artifact in a desperate kamikaze-style assault to breach Lavos' outer shell. If they do, the impact creates a catastrophic rupture, bypassing the outer shell encounter entirely and allowing them direct access to the interior. Ooh. Once the outer shell is destroyed or bypassed, either through the battle or by crashing their ship head first, grant the party a brief interlude, 5 to 10 minutes of in-game time before the final confrontation for them to heal, roleplay, or do as they please, or if they prefer, go straight to the next encounter. Lavos Inner Shell. Basically, if you sacrifice your ride home, you get to skip the first phase. Yeah. Well, to be fair, if this is the last boss, I don't think there's a need for a ride home. You feel me? We either win or we die here, brother. Armor class 21, Armored Carapace, 410 hit points, or D12 plus 180, unmovable. Oh, unmovable. Okay. Strength 26, Dex 12, Con 22, Intelligence 18, Wisdom 16, Charisma 10. Not very charismatic for an unspeaking alien. Saving throws, Con plus 12, Wisdom, Intelligence, Perception, Arcana. Resistant to fire, lightning, cold, and radiant. Okay. Immune to necrotic poison and psychic. It's still a shell. That tracks. Charmed, frightened, blinded, and paralyzed. It has 60 foot of true sight, tremor sense out to 100 feet, passive perception of 19. Communicates via alien roars and telepathic pulses. Traits: residual cosmic hunger. Lavos absorbs magical energy from its foes. When a creature uses a healing spell within 60 feet, Lavos regains 1/3 of the total HP the target heals. Shell Echo. Whenever Lavos takes more than 30 damage in a single turn, roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, it emits a pulse of reactive energy. See Reactive Spasm. When Shell Echo activates, all creatures within 30 feet must make a DC 18 con saving throw or take 5d10 thunder damage and be deafened for 1 minute. God damn. The first time each round Lavos is hit by a melee attack, the attacker must succeed on a DC 18 Constitution saving throw or take 3d10 psychic damage as its mind is flooded with images of cosmic annihilation. That's pretty cool. Cosmic Irrelevance. Lavos' presence fractures the fundamental laws of reality. All creatures' damage immunities are reduced to resistances when affected by Lavos' attacks or abilities. What was once untouchable now bleeds. Makes 2 claw or 1 claw and 1 cosmic ray. Claws of 14 to plus 14 to hit. Reach of 20. 3d10 plus 8. Target must succeed on DC or save be knocked back 10 feet. Cosmic ray. Beam of corrupted starlight shoots from Lavos' crest in a 60-foot line. 10 feet wide. Each creature in the line must make a DC 19 Dex saving throw. On a failure, they take 8d10 radiant plus 8d10 necrotic and are blinded until the end of their next turn. God damn. Half damage on success and no blindness. Pulse Maw. Melee weapon attack. Plus 14 to hit. Reach 5 feet. 1 target. 68 plus 8 piercing plus 4d10 force damage. Target cannot regain HP until the start of its next turn. Legendary actions. 2 per round. Mental Distortion. Target 1 creature within 60 feet. It must succeed on DC 18 intelligence saving throw or suffer disadvantage on its next saving throw and attack roll. Okay. Burrow and Rise. Lavos sinks into the ground and emerges in an unoccupied space within 30 feet, leaving behind a burst of energy. Creatures within 10 feet of the emergence must succeed on DC 17 Dex save or fall prone. So this son of a bitch can move. Planetary Pulse. Lavos emits a gravitational shockwave. All creatures within 30 feet must make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw or be pushed 20 feet away and take 4d10 force damage. Okay. Fissure. When Lavos' inner shell drops to 0, the entire battlefield shakes violently as the true entity Lavos core awakens. Cracks begin to split reality around the shell as the world's timeline fractures and time itself begins to bleed into the fight. Lavos core. Armor class 24. Temporal displacement field. Hit points 777. 40d20 plus 320. Speed 40 feet, 60 feet of fly, hover, teleport 120 feet. Strength 24, Dex 18, Con 26, Intelligence 28, Wisdom 22, Charisma 26. Damn, bro became charismatic as fuck when he broke out of his shell. It's crazy looking. Saving throws, Intelligence, Con, and Wisdom. Skills, Arcana, History, Insight, and Perception. Resistant to fire, cold, lightning, radiant, and now thunder. Still immune to necrotic and poisoned. Condition immunities: charmed, frightened, stunned, paralyzed, blinded, deafened. True sight out to 120 feet. Passive perception of 23. All languages via telepathy up to 120 feet. God damn. Annihilation traits. Annihilation hierarchy. Lavos's traits. Immunities as resistances for half damage. Resistance is normal damage. Normal damage as if the target had vulnerability. Vulnerability as breaker. Breaker, special condition below. When Lavos hits a creature's existing vulnerability, that creature enters Breaker until Lavos is defeated. Or if the character gets resistance to the damage type which Breaker is affected, so it turns back into a vulnerability. While in Breaker, all damage of that type reduces their maximum HP instead of current HP. If max HP reaches 0, the creature dies instantly. Each creature can only be affected by Breaker once per damage type. If the creature has vulnerability to more than one damage type, the GM chooses the one he sees fit. That is a cool concept. Spells of 6th level or lower automatically fail against Lavos unless the caster succeeds on a DC 21 spellcasting ability check. All of Lavos' abilities and attacks can deal any damage type chosen individually. That is fucking crazy. Lavos makes 3 attacks using any of the following. Reality Tear, melee 10 feet, plus 14, 60, 12, plus 3d10, damage type 2. Cannot be the same as damage type. So you can split damage types of any choice. Level 20 final boss, crazy, exactly. Despair Ray, range 120 feet, plus 14, 8d8 damage type, DC 21, wisdom save, or stun until the end of next turn. Entropy Nova, clone cone, 30 feet, DC 21, dex save, 60, 10 damage type, half on success. Okay, I feel like these fucking Legendary axes are about to pop off. Singularity Pulse. All creatures within 20 feet must succeed on DC 20 con save or take 4d10 damage type and be pushed 10 feet. Okay, it's not too bad. Graviton Shift. DC 20 con save. Move a creature within 60 feet up to 30 feet. No save if under breaker. That's great. Just fucking drop someone into lava. Bill Cascade. All concentration effects within 60 feet are suppressed for 1 round. Okay, 2 points. Chronolock. One creature loses its next reaction and cannot take legendary actions until its next turn ends once per every 2 rounds. Okay. Unravel Self. DC 21 int save or target is blinded and silenced for 1 minute. Save ends at the end of turn. Crush Will. Force a creature to reroll a successful save from this round. Status Roulette. Recharge 1 to 4. Recharge 3/6, a legendary action, 1 point. Yeah, if you wonder, in my campaign, I allow 1 player at a time to have legendary actions, but with drawbacks. Gotcha. I kind of figured it was something like that, some kind of special ability. Lavos whispers fragments of corrupted time into the minds of his foes, forcing them to relive doomed futures. Target 1 creature within 90 feet. Save DC 21 Charisma saving throw. On a failure, roll 1d8 to determine the condition afflicted for 1 minute. Save ends at the end of turn. D8. Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, frightened, charmed, stunned, or incapacitated. On a success, no effect if the target is in breaker. It rolls with disadvantage on the save. 3 points. Dimensional Rend. Cone 60 feet. DC 21 deck save. 10d10 damage. On fail, target takes an extra 4d8. Void Sentence. One creature under breaker takes 6d10 damage type that bypasses its resistances for true damage. Fucking yikes. End of time. Once per minute, ends all magical effects in a 120-foot radius. All creatures make DC 22 Wisdom save or skip their next turn. Mythic actions. Collapse Timeline. Lavos twists reality and reorders battle time itself. With this, when this action is used, Lavos immediately rolls a second initiative scroller. From this point on, Lavos chooses which of the 2 initiative positions to act on each round. He may only act on 1 per round. This effect lasts until the end of combat. Heavenly Tears. Lavos focuses cosmic anguish into a single descending bolt of celestial destruction. Target 1 creature within 120 feet. Range spell attack plus 16 to hit. Hit. 3d100. Oh my god. Additional effect. The target must succeed on a DC 22 Wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated until the end of its next turn. On a successful save, objective receives 3 resistances of its choosing, no incapacitation. That's crazy. I just imagine high rolling on that and just instantly gibbing a wizard. Absolute Nullification, recharge 4 to 6. Lavos emits a pulse of void code, nullifying protective metaphysics around mortal minds and bodies. All creatures within 120 feet lose immunity to all conditions, charmed, frightened, paralyzed, etc., until the end of Lavos' next turn. This includes condition immunity from class features like Stillness of Mind, Divine Health, and magic items. Resistance to conditions from traits like Fey Ancestry become irrelevant during this time. Interesting. Echoes of the Chosen, 1 around. In the darkest moment, the heroes call upon the strength of those who stood against fate before them. Activation. Any character can use their action to evoke this ability. Once per round, applies for the whole party during the final battle against Lavos Core. Effect, roll 1d8, a temporal rift opens and one of the legendary warriors from across time answers the call. Or not. On a 1... I love the concept of like, come friends, We will call through time to find a glorious warrior. And then you fucking tear a rift in time and just a fucking puff of air comes out. Okay. One, no one answers, the timeline wavers, but the echo fades, nothing happens. Mary appears, casting Cure 2 immediately. Glenn appears, leaping into battle and immediately taunting Lavas, forcing next attack onto him. Ayla appears, punches the ground and grants advantage on all attacks against Lavas until end of next round. Chrono appears, surging forward with a burst of Luminaire. Robo appears, casting Power Word Fortress with a scroll immediately. Luca appears, launching Flare instantly against Lavos. Allies have advantage on saving throw. Magus appears, opening the black hole against Lavos, which will have disadvantage on the save. Isn't Magus the guy they just fought? Yeah, that's for the players that do the side quests. Gotcha. So is this just like a different version of him through time, or are they gonna like summon him, roll a d8, and then a corpse is gonna flop through the hole, and they're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, that's right, we murdered this guy." Duh. Also, welcome back, Devil. Additional rules. Summon ally have 100 HP and cannot use legendary actions or layer actions. The ally remains for 3 rounds or until reduced to 0 HP. Only one active ally can be present at a time. A second call cannot be made if one is still active. If you try using this ability and roll a character which you haven't defeated, nothing happens. Oh, the lore is they go to a gauntlet to get stronger, and if they beat the character, it becomes an ally that can appear there. That makes sense. Summoning stat blocks. Chrono, the legendary hero. 21, battle ready stands. Yeah, some good fucking... I've been listening this whole time. I'm just pretending to work at this point because people are irking my soul. Understandable. You should irk their face with a bat. A big old bat. A dildo bat. Like the one from Saints Row 3. Give them the purple smackdown. These are fucking sick, Super Fox. Do you stream your sessions, by the way? Oops. And no, I don't stream them. Gotcha. Campaign bosses, miscellaneous secret bosses, campaign custom rules, campaign script. NPCs. Yeah. Personality, boisterous, expressive, direct. I gotta actually like get this far into it. I'm never this organized. Well, I guess I kind of am, but it's always just in the VTT. Oops. Customers. What am I looking at in the rules? I think these are the best rule set for the campaign. I am excited to Friday and for you to see my character background. Ooh. What are the rules you could check them? Oh, gotcha. Oh shit. Let's see here. been working with this pretty okay. Okay. Players will unlock legendary actions. The system usually reserved for boss monsters. The campaign, it's a mark of their growing power. The available legendary actions for players can be seen here. Legendary action scan level 10, first legendary point, starting gaining one legendary ability of their choice per level. Second legendary point, you can now obtain legendary actions that cost up to 2 points. Third legendary action is 3 points. Players will get up to 3 legendary actions per round. The players must be wearing the relic of the hollow crown to be able to use legendary actions. Critical failure. So when a player rolls a natural no saving throw, they may choose one of the following options. Take the average damage, roll the damage dice normally, then multiply the total by 1.5. Enhanced resistance interaction. When a creature player with a resistance to a damage check consumes a potion of resistance, that same damage resistance becomes immunity for half the duration of the potion's effect. If a player who is already immune to a damage type potion resistance, the same damage type, they instead get a unique state called Siphon. While in Siphon, any incoming damage of the absorbed type does not harm the character. Instead, they are healed by the amount of damage that would have been dealt, although it lasts until the end of the next turn. Last stand. Defy death, defies fate. Does last piece have a memory problem? Oh, I see. When a player begins making death saving throws, they may choose once per campaign to invoke their last stand. Activation. Go beyond your limits. At the start of their turn, while making death saves before rolling, the player can declare that he will rise in defiance of death. They immediately regain all of their hit points. They may act as normal with full movement and actions. They critically succeed all saving throws and gain resistances to all damage until the end of their next turn. However, from this moment forward, the character can no longer regain hit points by any means. No healing magic, no potions, no regeneration, not even temp HP. Once they drop to 0 HP again, they die permanently. There are no saving throws. Their soul begins to fade. So this permanence of death, is that including for things like Scroll of True Resurrection or anything like that? Or like taking their body to like a cleric or something? Okay, so it's just it's a fuck it we ball moment. Crisis point. When all seems lost, the brink of death is where legends awaken. When the entire party is reduced 25% or less of their combined maximum hit points, they enter a state known as the crisis point. This state can only be triggered once per long rest and lasts for 3 rounds or until the total party HP is healed above the 25% threshold. Crisis Surge. Choose 1 bonus per character. Each conscious character may immediately choose one of the following bonuses, which lasts until they fall unconscious. Gain an extra action on your turn while Crisis Surge lasts. Can be stacked with effects like haste. That's crazy. Focused Mind. Automatically succeed all saving throws while Crisis Surge lasts. Memory Echo. You gain 1 expanded spell slot or feature that normally recharges on a long rest. Unyielding Will. You gain temporary HP equal to half your max HP once Crisis Surge finishes. True Aim. Until the end of the crisis point, your attacks ignore resistances and you roll 3d20 for each attack roll and pick the highest. You only choose 1, and when selected, it cannot be changed. You were not supposed to, and yet you did. Once per campaign per player. If they die permanently, you may trigger Fate Fracture. The world skips a beat. Everyone but the player sees a vision of what should have been. The player's soul is sent to a version of them that lived in an alternate self. The alternate self returns to the timeline but not unscathed. They return but must spend a total of -24 between all of their core stats, for example. before versus after using Fractured Fate, assuming they split it evenly. That's rough. Is there a way to regain these stats, or are you just like scuffed? Ability score improvements, I guess. I feel like at this point you're better off just dying and rolling a new character. Unless it's like you die and then you're out of the campaign. Because otherwise, taking a total of minus 24, like, you're just more likely to die again. But unless you're like the wizard and you're supposed to be in the backline anyway. At that point, just, I guess, have a strength score of like 4. And a wisdom score of 4. Fuck it. This Dalton one was fucking great. This is hysterical. Is it? Dalton, the best boss ever. Yeah, that's pretty fucking great. I'm not gonna lie. The Uber Bold. Okay. I was looking for like random pre-made are these just tokens or these actually have stats? I guess what I could just do is pump the beast here. It hooked you up so much that you read like 5 other things about it, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, well, I mean that whole like campaign concept and build is really well done. I gotta applaud the creator, you know. Combos. Do you think that letting the players have legendary actions is good? I mean, it seems like most of the legendary actions are fairly like not mundane, but they're not like crazy, right? And by the time you get to the tier 2 ones that are a little stronger, like balance has already gone out the window because 5e loses all cohesion after like level 12 or 13. So like these really don't seem like they're too crazy. Especially when you can really only use one around. For me, it worked out because I had to choose which one of them got them, but the one they had chose had its resistances and immunities deactivated, and also got rid of their ability to heal. It's explained on the item. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of like pros and cons, so it's really more like trying to define a build. It's almost like honestly kind of Pathfindery. Shit. No, don't do that. There we go. Okay. All right. I think I'm actually gonna go take a fucking nap again because I did not sleep much last night. I was up at like 3. So I'm gonna go nap for a few hours, but I will be back on later if you guys are around. Otherwise, I'm gonna raid you out to Willem. She's a great little VTuber that I think she's gonna be working on my next PNG model pretty soon here. But she's hanging out with her boyfriend, husband, whatever, Nix. He's a pretty cool guy. But they're playing Space Marine, stomping on stuff. So you guys go say hi to them. Hit them with the raid, baby. Otherwise, smoochies to you all.